Hello, Forever Family. Once again, it's time to do another Bible study video to make disciples. Have you ever wondered if all the versions of the Bible share the same message? Well, God has given me the passion to try to find out. How is he doing that? Well, I have a website called www.wherescripturespeaksclearly.org where we do the same message in over 50 different versions of the Bible. And there's 2,500 complete book studies, topical teachings, and different formats of sharing the gospel on that site right now. The other way is on platforms that are on the Facebook page, Parler, MeWe, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and Vimeo. All those sites have the same name called Where Scripture Speaks Clearly. What is the tagline for www.wherescripturespeaksclearly.org? It's passion to make disciples. That's what he's given, passion to make disciples. Through the same message in as many versions of the Bible as the Lord opens the door for, and as in many different platforms, so that people can get to a relationship with Jesus the Messiah, the Yeshua. Since my name is not anything, the only one who gets glory is Jesus the Messiah, the Yeshua, the one who paid the price for each and every one of us. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 through 13, from the CSB version of the Bible, we read from 1 through 13 in Ecclesiastes 3. The mystery of time. There is an occasion for everything, and a time for every activity under heaven. A time to give birth and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to throw stones and a time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to avoid embracing. A time to search and a time to count as lost. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to sow. A time to be silent and a time to speak. And a time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What does the worker gain from his struggles? I have seen the task that God has given the children of Adam to keep them occupied. He has made everything appropriate in its time. He has also put eternity in their hearts, but no one can discover the work God has done from beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for them than to rejoice and enjoy the good life. It is also the gift of God whenever anyone eats and drinks and enjoys all his efforts. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 through 13 from the CSB version of the Bible. As a Christian, I'm supposed to make disciples by sharing the gospel. So I just did my part. So now I'm asking you to do your part. What is your part? Whatever platform you're watching this video on, let the platform know if this message reached you or if you're engaged in this message and why. Leave a positive comment. What I've learned in ministry, sometimes it takes one courageous person to leave a positive comment for someone else to also leave another positive comment. And I'm going to help you with that. In the comment section, I'm going to leave some questions. I'd love for you to answer those. The only purpose of asking these questions is to find out who's watching these videos so that we can team together to reach the gospel for more people so they can hear and get into a relationship with Jesus the Messiah, the Yeshua. That's the only purpose of the questions. Since we use Scripture to explain Scripture, by hitting the share button, you do the great commission of sharing the gospel you heard with your friends. And as soon as everybody hears the gospel decides where they want to spend eternity, we get to go home to heaven. About a year ago, God had me make some shirts and some masks. On the shirts, he had me put scriptures on the front and the back. And on the masks, he had me put a picture of the bookcase of Bibles that I started this website on. And I'm going to try to put these videos on the different platforms to get your feedback on them. And then, as of today, I just ordered some new shirts. They should be here in a couple of weeks. When they come in, I'm going to make some videos and get your feedback on them. So, go to Where Scripture Speaks Clearly. There is a Facebook page, Parler, MeWe, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and Vimeo, all called Where Scripture Speaks Clearly. And then, because it has most content, go to www.wherescripturespeaksclearly.org. And get involved in these sites, rate these videos, like these videos. See you again soon. Bye for now.